Good morning, teacher. My name is Chrek Sreyneang. Today I'm going to present about my final exam. For my final exam, my topic is Chapter 9, Supporting Order. Content 1, Introduction, 2, Imparting, 3, Supportive Interaction, 4, Supportive Message, 5, Supportive Positive Feeling, Celebratory Support, and for the content is number 6, Conclusion. Now I'm going to present about my introduction. Have you ever been really happy about something only to have another person respond, bring you down from your high, or maybe you really need some support on or earn a goal boost, but it just wasn't there. Most of us understand the importance of providing support for our friends and for family members through both the good and the bad. For in the chapter, you will study the supportive communicate process and how to become more precision at supporting others. We begin by explaining the concept of imparting and describing how to increase your ability to impart. Then we describe a supportive interaction, including the 4 phases typical of the interaction. The next slide is part number 2, imparting. The foundation of supporting another is imparting, the cognitive and affective process of perceiving the emotion another are feeling and then action on our perception. In this session, we discuss the 3 types of imparting and step you can take to improve your ability to impart it. For this 3 types of imparting. 1, perspective talking is imparting by using everything we know about our partner and our partner the circumstances to help us understand how he or she is feeling. It requires a careful thinking about what the other person is experiencing and what he or she is likely to be feeling because of that experience. 2, sympathetic responsiveness is imparting by feeling concern, compassion, or surround for another person because he or she is in a distressing situation. 3, empathic responsiveness. It involves a personally experiencing an emotional response that is parallel to another person's actual or anticipated display of emotion, making an effort to understand the another person's perspective by thinking thought the situation is always valuable too. And the next slide is guideline for improving empathy. Pay attention to nonverbal and paralanguage cues. What people feel about what they are saying is usually conveyed in the nonverbal part of the message. Pay Next, pay attention to the emotional content of the verbal message. Although most of the emotional message will be conveyed in the paralingual state. And one more is use the skill of perception checking. Perception checking allows you to determine when whether you have correctly understood someone else's perspective. And next slide is part number 3, supportive interaction. Typically, there are 4 passes to social support interaction: support activation, support provision, recipient reaction, and provider response. Pass 1, support activation, supportive interaction begin when someone happens to trigger an initial supportive response. Part 2, support processing during the second pass of a supportive interaction. Support provider enact message designed to support message to support their partner. Part 3, recipient reaction. Once support has been provided, the recipient will react to what the provider has said or done. And for a part 4, provider response. The 4 parts of supportive interaction consist of the provider response to the recipient reaction. Next slide is part number 4, supportive messages. Supportive message skills include greeting, a supportive climate, validating emotion, encouraging reprisal, effectively offer a wide and providing celebratory support. Getting a supportive climate, people who are experiencing emotional turmoil can have trouble reaching out and fully trusting those who support their sick. And part number 5 is supporting positive feeling, celebratory support. Celebratory support is helping another capitalist on their success. When our relationship partner offers celebratory support, they help us continue to feel good about what has happened and about our relationship. And for the next slide is the last part, conclusion. The last part is conclusion. Supporting other begin about to empathize. Empathizing is the cognitive and affective cognitive process of perceiving the emotion, order, or feeling, and then action on our perception. Our then Impulsing is the cognitive and affective process of perceiving the emotion and order, our feeling, and then action on our perception. It is shown through perspective talking, uh, sympathetic responsiveness, and empathic responsiveness. Uh, that's all about my presentation. Thank teacher for your attention. Thank you, teacher.